Hi. So one of the things I wanted to do in this video is show you how you could use a class in Objective-C. Objective-C is a lot like other languages similar to C++, Java, C Sharp, if you've used those. But the syntax is a little bit different from other standard C-type languages. So in this video, one of the things I want to show you how to do is how we can very simply create a Objective-C class and then use it inside of a Objective-C application.
In this Xcode project, I'm going to go ahead and select this folder and select New File. And from here, in this dialog, I'm going to select Cocoa Touch Class. We're going to choose Objective-C for the language. And then for our base type that we're going to subclass this class off of, we're going to choose NSObject. NSObject is the simplest class you can use. We'll call it Person and click Create. Now, you'll notice here that we have two files. There's a H file, which is the header, and then the .m file is the implementation. I'm going to go to the header file here and put in curly braces here after the interface line, and I'm going to set two instance variables. Instance variables are like members in C++. So NSString is the kind of the base type that we use for strings in Objective-C. So I'm going to call one here first name and the second one last name. I'm also going to create a constructor for this class. And the way you do that is you say instance type inside of parens, and then we're going to call this init with first name. We'll set the first parameter's type to be NSString, and we'll call that first. And then the next one, we're going to call this last name. We'll set it to a type of NSString as well, and then we'll set the parameter name to last. Now I'm going to copy the signature here in the header file and go into the implementation file and use it as the basis for the implementation. So I'll delete that semicolon, put in curly braces, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my instance variables for the first name, and I'm going to set first name equal to our first parameter, and the last name I'm going to set to the last parameter. And now all I have to do to finish this up is tell it to return self, which returns a copy of the object. Now in this view controller class, if I want to use that, I'm going to come over here, I'm going to use the import statement to import the person.h file, which is the header. And now in this viewDoLoad method, I'm going to create a new person reference, do pointer p, and we're going to say person alloc, and that allocates the memory we need for that object. And then we're going to say init with first name. And in this case, I'm going to use my first name, David, and then my last name. And that is all you have to do to create and use a new class in Objective-C.